I said we'd lose. You said we'll do that together too. We lost. You weren't there. I am inevitable.
I'm searching for an apprentice. Someone to train in the art of righteous warfare.
I once ruled, I shall never rule. Then came a war I could not win.
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to match number 2 of the evening. We are here with CM After Dark, playing against the Cool Cats and Kittens. We are here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Going to go ahead and see what we can get into, what we can find, what amazing adventures we can have together. You and me. And the cats, yes. This is the smallest map, and here's the storm. So it is the most gankable map. You will see them moving very, very, very quickly between the various lanes, really engaging onto one another. Yes, hi, Kitty. I hear you. Okay, there's a really long time on this first ban, I've got to say. It's one of those things, I'm like, yeah, it's a small map, they're going to move a lot. Can we, give some drama? Okay, so Variant is banned out by CM After Dark. I really hope the teams are on the right side. Are on the correct side. I didn't check that. Let me check that real quick. I do believe that Beowulf is on Cool Cats and Kittens. I think this is correct. But I'm scared. I am going to be, just 1 second while I go and look at the rosters. Okay, yep, push over to Escalada, Horvath, yep, that is Cool Cats and Kittens. We are good. We are groovy. Okay, with that being said, we do go and have a Hogger being banned out. Hogger kind of an interesting ban on this map, not necessarily what I expect to see. Definitely does have, it is a small map, there are a lot of corridors to bounce in and off of, a lot of walls to blast people into. So I guess because Diablo is so good on this map, the Hogger is naturally as well. I just think of Hogger as being an Infernal Shrines character. And that's a problem. We do have the Blaze being taken out. A lot of attention played to the front line of Cool Cats and Kittens. So not going to be running into that. The very, very training wheels comp not being given to their opponents. Apparently, there are some more advanced tactics coming out of Steam After Dark, and they want to take away the easy play style. We're going to have the Johanna being taken out. Johanna kind of always the almost necessary ban for the defending team for the second pick. Cat, stop. Cat, your hands are full of claws. So we do go to Raven X going and taking Sylvanas first and foremost. Sylvanas was like the first pick in every game I cast before, it felt like. I don't think that was technically true, but it sure felt that way. So we do go to have Sylvanas coming in. Sylvanas definitely able to empower a Spider Wave, kind of the same way that we saw with the Plant Terrors. Like, being able to just turn off the defenses lets because the spiders have timed life. They only survive so much, but obviously you can do damage to them, and the towers target them. So being able to turn the towers off just lets them do so much more. Valhalla does come out on the side of the Cool Cats and Kittens, and we do have Lucio. That's kind of interesting with the ban on Tavarian. It tells me that Lucio is kind of a counter pick very early on, being like, no, if you guys are going to go for a major, disabling comp, we're just going to have Lucio with high five in the back pocket, because everyone knows whenever someone's trying to not let you move around, trying to, take your joy away, trying to make you just stand there stunned and uncertain, high fives cure everything. High fives and finger guns. Little cat co-caster. Lubidia, what are you doing in here? Go watch the stream? What the heck? Alright, go play the game, don't watch the stream. I think Lubidium is just like, you know what? I have gone ahead, I've picked my hero, the rest of the draft doesn't matter, I'm just going to tune it out and watch the cast. Which, you know what, I do appreciate. We do go to have Sonia continuing. Every single ban thus far has been a frontliner. I just want to point that out. We go and have Zarya. You know what? I'm still gonna say Zarya's a frontliner. I'm still gonna say that. So we do have Vala and Lucio. We still need a second DPS, a tank, and an offlaner on the side of Cool Cats and Kittens. Their opponents already do have Diablo on Ice X, which What is a character named Ice doing playing Diablo? That should be a May player, 1000%. Maybe Kel'Thuzad, maybe Jaina. You know, I'll take any of them. But not Diablo, not Blaze for that matter. Okay, that happened. So we do go in and have Cho'Gall coming out of here. Now that's a very, very interesting pick because like they still have 2 chances to oppose it, and they do still have a DPS and an offlaner. So they can take Leoric Tychus in theory. You might be saying, well, that's putting a lot of eggs in your anti-Cho'Gall basket. You know what? Fair. Ah, cat. Okay, I was almost right. Tychus Malthael. That's almost Tychus and Leoric. Malthael also very, very, very good to this. So there we have the I'm sorry, I wasn't there. We have the kitty rubbing his nose against my hand because you know what? I'm only good at talking about what I see around me, and apparently I'm also good at talking about what I feel around me. I just gotta share my other cat is just like glowering because he does not like being in my lap, but he also gets really, really mad at the fact that like this cat gets petted whenever he's in my lap. He's like, it's not fair. I want to get petted all the time. I just don't want to sit in your lap. But with that being said, we are going to go and get into the game. Don't go anywhere. I will be in the game. I will be displaying from your screen. Goth Sailor Moon. Check it out. But we're in the game. We'll see what happens here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. This knows how tiny the Nexomania logo is. Whoops. Not really my intention. So we do have the battle between the Here's the Storm symbols versus the Protoss StarCraft 1 image. So here we go, going into game number 1, representing CM After Dark. We do go in and have Tiger playing the Malthael. We do have Ice on the Diablo. On the Nexomania Diablo, very appropriate for considering where you're playing. We do have Skycake on the Tychus. Death Punisher is going to be playing the Stukov. And then, who did I not say? Raven X will be on the Sylvanas. Meanwhile, representing the side of Cool Cats and Kittens, we have Beowulf playing the Leoric. We have Libidium is going to be on the Lucio. We are going to go ahead and get Pushover playing the Valhalla. And then Dest70 is playing Cho and also Gaul. This is Descolada and Horvath, in case you don't know their names without being able to see them. Kitty, move your butt. You are cute, and I do like you, but I do actually need to be able to see the screen. A little bit of a delay in Leoric. Okay, Leoric does take Consume Vitality. Okay, actually, never mind. For some reason, I thought Leoric was going against the Cho'Gall, and I was like, what the heck? Why would you do that against a 4-man team? But no. Does go with more swings. We do go and get rid of the Hunter coming out from Vala. Taskmaster. Oh, Beowulf taking a lot of damage. Tiger moves in there, not able to quite get this finished off. On the other side, we do have Death's Reach, so able to teleport around more often. Be a little bit harder to pin down. We will see Overwhelming Affliction on the Sylvanas. Feast on Fear, quarterback, and then Low Blow. Damaging Stukov coming out here. With that being taken care of, we do go and have Death Punisher moving in. Raven X is leading the way. They're going to go and take their camp. No camp being taken for Cool Cats and Kittens just yet. We'll have to go and see if they try and pick that up. Looks like Beowulf will go and Hearth back home. Nice move by Tiger. Tiger is just being a brat, but I love it. With Libidium down here, Beowulf says, fine, I won't leave the lane. I was going to leave you alone. I was going to give you some free experience, but no, I don't want to anymore. Whoa, that was Thunderbolts and Frightening, very, very frightening. Thunderbolts and Lightning, I know the lyric, I promise. So we do go and have this camp starting to push in here, not being responded to, and we do go and have a kill. Sylvanas does go and take out Lucio. I'm sorry, the only correct way to say Lucio's name is like you're saying Rufio, because Hook is a great movie. Fight me. I don't think any of you are fighting me on that. That is first kill over to the side of CM After Dark. We do go and have level 4s picked up. So throwing shade? Okay, this is a very unique and interesting Malthael build. Does not take die alone. Is not taking the single part target damage on Malthael. Beowulf in a lot of trouble. We do have Skycake trying to go in and get this taken care of. There's pushover. Here comes Raven X coming in the back line. Big old bam, as Isaac says no. You don't get to go away, Skeleton King. You might be the king of skeletons. I'm the Lord of Terror. Fight me. And you know what? Skeleton King won't. Hello, Russell. I know who you are. You're on YouTube though, so if you don't want to out your your real name, you might want to change that. It's up to you though. I don't care. Oh, I just realized everyone knows who you are. Look at your icon. Oh, Leoric, don't die while I'm talking to a person in chat. Nice turn coming from Death Punisher real quick. We do have Raven X. Moving away from the little Chokeall Blast. We are nearly at a full turn in. In fact, these last two will go and get it done. So here come the spiders. Here come the spiders to take what is mine. These will be spiders after dark coming out of the blue side of the battlefield. Nice little stun coming through. I've got to say, Icex is proving that even though there is ice in his name, there's fire in his belly, because he's going ahead and just knocking out very, very good, paying attention, constantly smashing people in, putting them in place, and that's all his team needs. Oh, you're standing still for less than a second? Well, I guess you're dead now. So we have a nice push in coming from CM After Dark. Clouded Mines on Clouded Rhines. There is Desco Horvath getting taken down. Raven X has no chill. Raven X is like, I'm taking you out. But Sylvanas is right there being like, you go for it. Go ahead and take it. There's nothing firing at you. I've turned off the building. So we do have the top and the middle being taken out. It looks like Leo's down here trying to go and get this taken care of. There's the thing of death. Tiger not giving Beowulf a lot of free time. Nice damage coming through. We do go ahead and have a good bit of Tiger moving forward. Oh, Beowulf so. I think the quarterback just took it out. Not quite. Nice job from Lubidium. Barely saved Beowulf. Beowulf goes down to less than 100, but I'm pretty sure that went. But Vala, not so lucky. Vala just gonna take it out. Keep in mind, Vala did go Creative the Hunter, so that did lower her by about 5% attack speed. She's died twice so far, so she is down to 15%. You're gonna have Tiger down here pushing in, seeing what they can get done. We do have 72 gems on deck for the side of our red team. Icex, though, once again sees Descolada, says you're not going anywhere. So a flip into the silence, and there goes Libidium trying to pick up, Libidium trying to be a hero. And actually, no! Tychus comes through and just like, I don't know why you cock a grenade, but you know what? Tychus did it. Don't ask me. I don't make the sound effects, even though I totally do. Tychus is a bad man. That was so good. They went from like 80 gems down to 20. So many gems lost in that. And Libidium came so close. He got so far. But in the end, it didn't even matter. We do go and have level 10s out. We do go and get last rites on the Malthael, Mind Control, Apocalypse, Draken Laser Drill, and the Massive Shove. Okay, I just want to say, I thought Nova was the sniper of Heroes of the Storm. I'm beginning, Icex is making me think it's Diablo. Here we go, coming along. They are moving forward. There is another wave of blue spiders. Another web of blue spiders, if you will. Coming in and moving in here. Just Punisher is just blasting through. Gets all of this down. And they are moving in with a camp. There is a spell shield. And they're going to do so much damage. Their opponents can't really move out against them. We do go ahead and have the 1v1 down here. Trying to get these taken care of. But here is the big push coming in on Keep Wall. They're having to respect the Icex at this point. Mind control. It does look like Deska Horvath, but there is Malthiel coming in and being like, my name's Malthiel, how are you? Not level 13 just yet, so did not have a Molten Core, or whatever it's called. Are we looking at it into the game 8 minutes in? Like, there are 3 opponents down. They're only down for about 10 seconds, but there is a big push coming in right here. They're definitely chipping the paint. They're definitely hitting the shields. A lot of damage. Push over almost goes down. Does barely survive. But we are down to 60%. We're down to 50%. We're down to 40%. And they're not really trying to move out here. So it looks like they were like, yeah, this is just not a great thing. And CM After Dark does take game number 1 here in our best of 3 series. Nope, 3-game series. Excuse me. With that being said, we do go ahead and have coming into the post game. Looking at the damage, we have Tychus leading the way. Skykick doing 20,000 damage over a less than 8-minute game. We do have 19,000 damage coming from Raven X, and then Tiger coming out with 13. In terms of healing, we do have Stukov just running away with the healing numbers. That said, Lucio is not really a healer you take for the raw healing ability. So it does come out with 30,000 healing compared to 16. And then in terms of experience, 8,000 experience coming out of the Malthiel. 12 kills to 0. Very, very, very good game. But here's the thing. Cool Cats and Kittens have been together for a long time. They've been here for a long time. They might be shaking the rust off, but you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing what they pull out next time. And why is the CCS logo so small? Better? But with that said, I'll go ahead and see you in game number 2. Don't go anywhere. Cool Cats are going to be having a comeback. I don't guarantee it, but I hope for it, because I always want to, like, very close back and forth series. See you in a second.
Faithless coward.
I return.
I stand with you.
Your destiny.
Never cross the Queen.
I hear the wilds call. Tremble before me.
I knew that I wanted to start Blizzard the day that I graduated, and I took these guys and started to show them the vision I had. We could try and do something, a little different.
Alright, welcome back to the best map, and here's the storm. We are here on Borax's Holdout. We will have first band coming out of the side of Cool Cats and Kittens. So after losing game number 1, they said, I want first pick. I want you to have to ban Johanna. We'll have to see if Seam After Dark plays along. First band showing up. This is a map that is a 2-lane map. Very, very, very critical on the solo laner. Rexar very, very good here. Deathwing very good because he beats Rexar. Artanis not bad. Like, Artanis cannot necessarily stack on Misha as much as they want, but Artanis' presence, because of the stacking, can make Misha get off the dang point, because it can be hard to move a Rexar. Here we go with the first band coming out of Cool Cats and Kittens. What do the kitties not want to see? Are they doing Cho'Gall again, and this time they're just going to ban out all the anti-Cho'Gall stuff? Or is this setting up for them to take Diablo? Garage is another option. Garage is very well into Tychus. Although, actually, a little less so, because you can't, the bigger they are, into Garage. That's interesting. Okay, so they... on the one hand, there's, like, absolutely no way in the world Cool Cats would actually ban Johanna. But I've always, like, kind of been like, no, save the ban. You know, you never know. Hopefully. Maybe they'll screw up. But here comes, we have Johanna being taken out. Flashlight. You're not gonna take Tychus, so I'm not gonna take Flashlight to stop Tychus. There goes the Hogger. Hogger, like, I don't think of Braxis as being a great Hogger map. There's not as many bounce tricks he can do. But you know what? When you've got someone that's as good as Hogger, as you have on the side of CM, it's still a good ban regardless. And still just dislikes the Zarya. Which kind of Russian girls, I ask you? And the answer is they don't have a good answer. Alright, first pick will be Chromie. On Descolada. Now, that does not mean they won't go Cho'Gall, but it might mean they won't go Cho'Gall. Because Descolada was part of the Cho'Gall last game. Vala's still being taken by... Actually, I think Raven X was Sylvanas last time, if I remember correctly. So we'll go ahead and have the Time Girl versus the Arrow Girl. Death Punisher is going to go ahead and take Superhero Anduin. Here's a question. Who does Anduin like seeing less on the other team? Varian or Garrosh? Like, on the one hand, like, getting to hang out with your dad is cool, but not when he's trying to murder you. But on the other hand, for the Alliance Above All versus for the Horde, it's double okay? Is that offlane Diablo? Is that Icex don't play Diablo? Is that off-lane Narok? I'm very curious what this is going to mean for the Cool Cats and Kitties. Okay, so Sukov is banned out. They're willing to give them Cho'Gall. At the same time, they don't have a healer yet. There's no way it's going to be Cho'Gall. Aww. Sag. So, we'll be back in just a bit. Just a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. Don't go anywhere.
island. But everything turned upside down when a new guy came to town. We got along, he showed me ways to craft and test things that cut intestines. Said we could party at his place all the holidays. It's just what I need to want you and sleep. You're right on my mind. I've only worked the line of friendship shifts through 2 dimensions. 2 puzzle pieces, each other's extensions.
Okay, let's try this again. This should go super fast. Hopefully they remember what they did. I swear if they make me wait the whole time, I'm going to be mad. I will be upset. Push and tear until it's done. And then go home and have some fun. Yeah, they were first pick before. Because, yeah, Joe was banned. And then, I think Hogger. And then, some other front... Zarya. Zarya was banned. Yep, good job. After that, we had, Chromie. And then, Sylvanas Vala? No, Vala Anduin. Sylvanas was the previous game. Alright, I think it was a Stukov ban. Yep. And after that, I think this is where we were. I think we're caught up now. Guessing this is where we are, because they didn't do it immediately, so they actually have to talk about it. So, let's get into the last half of the draft. Okay, well, you know what? They don't have to worry about Garage coming out and being mean to Anduin, because Garage is not in this game. Sir not appearing in this film. You know, one of these days, I probably should go ahead and just do a cast, use an Oklahoman accent. It's been a long time, and I don't really do it, like, all that well anymore, but it's still in there, I promise. Oh, okay, that's funny. Ice X does go with May, because Diablo was taken away. And then Skycake goes for the Tassaface. Here's the thing you should know about me. I will always call that character Tassaface. I know it's Tassadar, but I like Tassaface. Because he's got a face. And you're like, Raka? All the characters have faces? I'm like, no. Not like that one. So there we do have the Rexar. So here's the question. The offlaner has not been picked yet. Who will you beat Rexar with? Is it Kira? Is it Deathwing? Is it Artanis? Is it someone I have not thought of? Someone from your special stock? It will be Kira. Like I said, Kira and Deathwing are like the exact counters to Rexar. Push and tear until it's done. Trying to not to yawn in your faces, but I will be in the game in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Alright everyone, welcome to game number 2 of CM After Dark versus Cool Cats and Kittens. We are on the best map in Here's the Storm, Borax's Holdout. We do have Raven X coming out on the Valhalla, Skycake on Tassaface, Ice X will be playing the May. We do have Death Punisher coming out on the Anduin. I don't know why I blanked on that name. And then we do go and have Tiger coming out on Kira, the Bounty Huntress. There's Weenus coming into chat. Weenus, you cannot cheer 69 bits. What you gonna do? Nothing, that's what I thought. We do have Libidium coming in on the Brightwing. Beowulf will be on Diablo. We do have Horvath coming out on Anubarak. Escalada is playing the Chromie. And then we do go and get Pushover playing Rexar. And Pushover playing Misha, best girl. So to go and have all of this moving through, a lot of damage going there. Horvath is in there, not actually just like watching his opponents, his team do damage, being like, maybe I should stun, but you know what, I don't want to. Alright, there is Beowulf. Beowulf getting Ice X, a little bit of taste of his own medicine. There is a nice stun. That beetle's going nowhere. Beetles do not like being frozen, I don't know if you know that. It is actually one of the things that they are the least happy about. Other than being like stepped on, or set on fire. A lot of damage on Ice X, but the rest of the team looking for the rest of the opponents. Chromie going ahead and throwing sand into the opponent. Doing everything they can. There is a 2-inch pull from the Anduin. Coming on out of there. There we go, this moving through. Tiger going ahead and trying to get this taken care of. Tiger did go ahead and take finishing touch. Dang it! Oh, wow, both tanks for Cool Cats and Kittens. That's why they're Cool Cats and Kittens. Poor Weenus. You gotta come to my Twitch streams in order to get some of that stuff done. I do wish YouTube had that, to be completely honest. Like, I like YouTube more as a platform, if I have to be completely honest, except for the fact that they don't really support a lot of the stuff that Twitch does. And it makes sense because Twitch is a, you know, video streaming site, and YouTube is a video hosting site that has streaming capability. Oh no, Misha! Alright, Vala already actually getting 50 auto attacks. Vala doing very, very well, weaving those in there. Does not seem to be a lot of damage. A bunch of damage onto Anubarak. Nice, nice, nice combo of the, okay, we've got them. Knock them back into damage, and then Raven X did not hesitate. Raven X was looking for that kill. More damage coming through, and that is going to be a dead Libidium. We do go and have the Kira. Kira does miss with that. Just have to move back a little bit, trying to go ahead and get onto this Rexar. There's the finishing touch. Lots of damage coming through. But Tiger not actually doing, like, I mean, obviously Tiger's supposed to win this engagement. Alright, here's Libidium coming up. Oh my gosh, why is Libidium on the ugly one? Okay, well, Libidium does manage to teleport in, saves Pushover, at least for the time being, and there goes Kira. Kira got a little bit, like, Tiger got a little bit too bloodthirsty. She was like, no, I can kill you, I can get you, I can get you. And then was actually under tower range, just taking cannonballs to the face. And Kira is good at a lot of things, but she's not actually able to catch cannonballs in her teeth. Beowulf gets the flip on Raven X, but nothing really happening. There is the stun. And that's just, it seems like as soon as you get a little bit of damage, like, you're not getting out of there. Diablo, just, like, accept your fate. 6 kills to 1 in favor of CM After Dark. Here we have everyone kind of moving through, going ahead and knocking this down. They're looking at this front wall. Meanwhile, they do go ahead and have a fight happening up here. Tiger trying to take this point. Misha not very keen to let them. And there is the channel as Misha goes down. For those of you that have not seen it, here's where the Zerg come out. The little Zerg pins up here. A lot of people are like, I've never actually seen that. I just see them show up in the lane. So hey, there's a thing to look at. Ice-X in the middle of a lot of the enemy, trying to go ahead and survive here. There's the flip. Polymorph comes down, not letting buttons be pressed, but Ice-X will go and survive this. There is a Blizzard. Horvath is in the middle of the enemy team. Yeah, I feel like they were like, we could go 2 tanks, so we can just like run into them, and we don't have to be as afraid of them, which works in the beginning, except for the fact that Vala is insane, and Tessar's also fairly insane. We do go and have a kill onto Rexar. Rexar was the sole defender up top. Looks like Descolada is moving in at this point, as well as everyone else. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger! They were going to get that cleaned out, but while they've left, here's the rest of the team going down. Here's the bottom lane, going in and saying, you know what? We got the top 4. Let's go ahead and make it a twofer. Let's bring the map back into symmetry. At least north-south symmetry. Vertical symmetry, if you want to use correct names. Which, you know what? I always do try and use correct names. I'm just bad at it. Oh, and we do have a pause. So let me go ahead and come into this screen, purely so that people can't come to the stream and see the current state of the map. I don't want anyone to know where the other team is. So I'm just going to go to this random, I'm going to go to this Hall of Storms. That way no one can get any information by coming to stream. Do not yet know why the pause happened. Oh, apparently there's an emergency. Un momento. You're going to have level 10s online for CM After Dark. We are going to go ahead and see Reign of Vengeance coming to Vala. Vala, by the way, does have 147 stacks of Creed of the Hunter. We're doing an Ice Wall coming out of the May, and then Archon coming from the Tassadar. Kira and Anduin have not yet picked their ult. Chromie does cheat and does already have Slowing Sands. Okay, I misread that as a no bueno emergency, but then I just read it was a no burrito emergency. Everything stops until this person gets a burrito? My boss is picked up by CM After Dark. Their opponents do not quite have level 10, but they are just right on the verge of it. They'll probably pick it up from this wave. And indeed, we do go on and get Kira. Does take Unrelenting Strikes. Anduin still has not picked. I hope Anduin remembers they haven't picked, because the fact that the pause happened, Anduin may have gotten distracted. We do go on a Blink Heal from the Brightwing. Unleash the Boars, Cocoon, and of course Slowing Sand. There is Lightning Breath coming out of the Diablo. Whoop! Okay, get out from the side. Okay, Anduin does actually go Salvation. I think I was waiting to see. Now, Salvation's an interesting pick. I mean, obviously the Boars, Blink Heal, and Lightning Breath won't do anything, but Cocoon is a super good counter, and then Nubrak in general has 3 different stuns now. So I don't know how much Salvation value it'll actually get. There goes the Nubrak. I expect a pause to be coming momentarily. Yep, there's that. So, once again, I will be back. I do not have the small talk to keep things going for an entire reboot or however long this takes. I'll be back momentarily. Don't go anywhere.
We are
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. I thought by eliminating half of life, the other half would thrive. But you've shown me that's impossible. I'm thankful. Because now, I know what I must do. I will shred this universe down to its last atom. And then, create a new one that knows not what it is lost, but only what it has been given. A grateful universe.
I said we'd lose. You said...
Alright, here we go once again. Nurak is back, and we are back on the field of battle. We do go and have a channel happening on the side of CM After Dark. Big damage coming through. We do have the stun. Misha's not going anywhere, except back to the Hall of Storms. But yeah, immediately, Horvath was looking for that, waiting for that, but Horvath's going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get stopped by the ice wall. Will they be able to do anything? It does look like Beowulf is dead and dying. The Horvath not going to make it out of here either. The front line just keeps getting shredded by this CM After Dark team. Should mention that Icex, I don't think Icex played last season. Icex is the former captain of the, what was it, Hello Kitty's Strike Squad or something like that. I forget the full name of the team, but they had all the little Hello Kitty's icons. Alright, they're so mean to, someone call him PETA, they just keep on abusing poor Misha, but it's like Tiger's getting a little bit abused now. They do try to pull Tiger out, but nothing doing. There we do go and have that. Unstoppable, there is a kill into Diablo. A lot of that did get absorbed by the Sanctuary. And Duskalata not looking too healthy. Oh my goodness, down to 15 health, and Clumpy will survive. The baby dragon not going to be taken down. We're going to have Icex. Icex going ahead and looking for this Rexar. Pushover going to go in and get healed by a teleporting Lubidium, but we're down to 86%. We are attacking. The Zerg wave is still here. The Guardians are doing damage. They don't do as much damage as the Hydralisk, but they still do a lot of damage, up to 30%, and they're having a hard time moving into this. Sky King pops Archon form, moving forward, going ahead, and there is game number 2 in favor of CM After Dark. So look at the stats at the end of game number 2. We do going to have, in terms of damage, Skycake leads the way, coming out with 46,613 damage. Ravex comes in second with 44,000, and then in third place is Tiger with 36,000. Lots of damage coming out of the side of CM After Dark, and with good reason. When you go heavy frontline, you have to hope your opponents aren't going to be able to output quite that much, because there was just no keeping up with it. Lubidium did do 45,000 healing over the course of the game, and it just like that erases Vala. You still have so much damage hitting you. Would you go ahead and have the 38,000 healing coming from the Anduin? But as I always say, whenever like that's the damage you're healing, the fact that you can't find more to heal doesn't necessarily, like, it doesn't mean that Lubidium's a better healer than Death Punisher. Don't get it twisted. In terms of experience, we do have pushover slightly outsoaking the Kira, doing 8,000 versus 7,000. Talents, we got those. Here they are. 10-minute game. I know it felt like longer, but we'll be back for game number 3 in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Or do. You know what? Live your life.
We lost. You weren't there. I am inevitable.
Welcome to Towers of Doom. Oh, I need to update the store. I'm a noob. But I'm not a noob because he's a beetle. I'm definitely not a beetle. So here we go. First ban and first pick once again on the side of CCK. They want what their opponents only have one ban. They either say give us Johanna or you use a ban on her. Your choice. I do. Picking up at 11 o'clock was when it get to me. Alright, once again the Tychus ban. Surprised. I mean, obviously very, very good Tychus, don't get me wrong. I'm not surprised. But I'm a little surprised. Alright, look at a few things. Not super surprising bans thus far. Alright, Vala does get taken out. Vala was very effective in that last one, so I'm not surprised. I will have Hogger being taken first and foremost by Descalada. Interesting, fascinating, unexpected. So I'm getting slightly distracted. This is what happens when it gets after midnight. I'm just like, oh, look at this. And I'm like, I'm casting right now. Don't look at that. I think I may have found it. Okay, I'm distracting myself. I apologize. You go. Okay, interesting. We have Probius coming out. This is Towers of Doom. Horvath and Hogger. Obviously, Hogger's going to be the offlaner. No offlaner opposing them yet. Isaac's going Stitches this time, despite the fact that both Diablo and May were available. They have obviously won the match at this point. They do have 2 points, so even if they lose this round, they'll still be the winner. But it is kind of like how many wins versus how many losses you get. So every point does kind of end up mattering. At the same time, though, they're in a division of 2 teams, so I don't know how much that at the end of the day. So you're going to have the Sonya being banned out. No Sonya to oppose Hogger. I'm a bit surprised. I would have thought that, Sonya can double soak, but she's not the best double soaker. Hogger's really good double. I was going to say Dahaka becomes the best. Dahaka eventually starts moving super, super fast. And then Zul also, even though he can't necessarily keep up with Hogger, the pressure he makes by just having the skeletons pushing against the enemy wall is nothing to sneeze at. So it'll be Hogger versus Dahaka. Skycake versus Probius in the Battle of the Mages. We need a healer on the side of Cool Cats, who will be opposing Brightwing. They will be finally getting the Stukov out here. And then Hanzo will be the auto attacker. We don't yet have an auto attacker on the side of CM. So Vala is banned. Hanzo is taken. Rainer is available. Zuljin is available. Genji is available. I don't feel like this comp is particularly well set up for a melee. Okay, how did I forget Greymane? You know what? Don't ask me. Greymane is half melee. I still don't. When I said melee, I was thinking like an Illidan or a Alarak or a Kerrigan. But here we go into game number 3. Let's get into the game. Let's go and get this done, and let me get myself my little butt to bed. Good night. Okay, not good night, but eventually good night. Every bloody time, I swear to George. Alright, so we do go ahead and have coming out of the blue side of the battlefield. We are going to go ahead and see Icex on the normally illegal Stitches mount, but obviously this is Nexomania. There are no banned skins in Nexomania, though obviously if your opponent is like, no, I actually do have this condition, can you not pick that mount? Then, yeah, honor the request. We do have Tiger on Dahaka, Skycake is on Li Ming, Raven X will be playing the Greymane, and up in the top lane for right now, for some reason, Death Punisher is on the Brightwing. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, we're going to have Pushover playing the little Probius. Horvath will be on the ETC. We do go to Libidium on Stukov. Beowulf is going to be playing the Hanzo, and then Descalada is going to be on Hogger. Sorry, I got very distracted by Horvath almost dying. Like, there's a couple of things that will like make me stop in my tracks, and someone Horvath. That was scarily gutsy. I didn't like that. Alright, looking at our level 1 talents, we do go and have the race car build coming out of Dahaka. We will go and see Viciousness, Power Hungry, and Hyper Shift. On the other side, we do get Simple Geometry and Prog Rock coming out. Oh. Okay, we've got Dahaka coming in. Nice juke from Libidium. Just go ahead and just completely avoid that. But it is a successful steal. They may not have gotten the kill, but they got what they really wanted. They go after the Saber Camps. Here they go, getting free damage, and bye-bye tower. Good bit of damage coming through. They're trying to push into this. They did get both camps. It does look like the other sappers did not quite make it across. Maybe one did. Maybe that's the damage that happened to that tower. I'm currently up to 1 stack. I believe that Bushtalker by default has 20% movement speed. And obviously when you get it fully stacked, it goes up to 40%. I think mounted move speed is only 30%. Yep, look at me. I'm smart. Lots of damage on Ice-X. Ice-X taking a huge bit, and no, will not be teleported into time. That's actually first blood over the side of Cool Cats and Kittens. That is not something you see a whole lot. Like in the previous fights. You do go after the Punisher up here, going and channeling this. Gentleman's Agreement up top. Going to go in and trade that out. But meanwhile, down below, here comes Tiger. A lot of damage on ECC. Easy having to slide out of there. Pushover is almost out of health. So is Ravenex. So is Beowulf. It does look like, I think that the blue team are going to have the advantage here. They are having more people show up. And there goes Stukov. That is 1 for 1 so far. As the zombie healer does have to go ahead and go back to the Hall of Storms to reanimate. Descalada. Do it. I'll just laugh so much if they reset when that happened. Like, it would have been mean, and I shouldn't do that. And I shouldn't be mean to people. Just like that once again, they are going for the invade. Horvath leaves again. Darn it. Alright, here we go. Coming back just in time to see Lubidium fall. I don't think Lubidium quite realized they were there. Came around the corner and just into death and destruction, dismemberment. I may have lost the plot whenever, like, the game paused. Which I think is understandable. If you don't think that's understandable. Oh, that's weird. I didn't realize they wouldn't attack the wall. You can tell I'm the offlaner, so I'm sure you're like, that happens all the time. How do you not know that happens? I'm the offlaner. I don't look at the bottom camps. I barely look at the top camp. I do have altars activating right now. Does look like there will be a fight over CMs. No one is contesting Hogger, but there's a lot of people over here to try and stop Tiger, but they won't be able to do so. It does get fully... Oh, and Lubidium, no. I was going to say Lubidium pays for his sins. Nice move by Tiger, trying to come in from the side. Going to try and take this out. Horvath is not able. Body blocks to Albuquerque and back, but that is a trade out as the dinosaur goes down. Dinosaur going extinct at the, thanks to Hogger. Hogger's going to go to the prison for that. I guarantee you that that was an endangered species. Not allowed to kill it. Oh, no, I did not think that would work. I was just like, okay, there's a hook, but the hook does come out. We do have, does flip out of it almost immediately, but thankfully there was no minion wave here, so both of these targeted, so even when he flipped, he stayed, somehow or other this one still hit him from there. I feel like that should be out of range, but you know what, we do have a kill onto Hanzo. Nice attempt by Hanzo, try and get out of it. So we do have level 10 on both sides. We will go and see Isolation. Go for the throat. Gorge. Disintegrate and Blink Heal. Arrow from Hanzo, obviously. We do have Pilot Overcharge, a Mosh Pit, Massive Shove, and Hortipult. Alright. Pilot Overcharge is, but they're, that's the thing, Pilot Overcharge is used, but they're not near the pilots, they're near trying to kill you. I do like how Lubidium just keeps going ahead and being like, no, you don't get that, but Li Ming is just long reaching, these orbs, these blasts coming in. We do go and have, this is down to 700 health. And there goes the fort. There goes the fort. Oh. Nice move. Isaac's taking a huge amount of damage. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me? Down to 70 health and there's a kill? And Pushover almost gets hit by the hook, but not quite.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
They are trying to escort these pumpkins in. I just think the Probies, like, being able to drop stuff on the ground does make Stitches a lot less effective. And Ice Axe, your friends aren't nearby. Your tower is, which admittedly is good. But have a care, Teddy Bear. Okay, this one time Beowulf is able to go ahead and still takes quite a bit, but did end up. There is the slide in to double person mosh. This could be a great opportunity. Horvath takes a huge bit of damage. Unfortunately, the rest of the team actually focused Icex. Icex has a lot of health. Pushover is not a pushover. Just go ahead and manage to survive that onslaught. Down to 17, and here is Dahaka going in and getting that channel. Here's another 5, taking them down to 12 hit points on their core. Picking up a bit of experience. They do have a 2-level lead right now on the side of CM After Dark. Very, very easily able to kind of move into this. We do go in and get a Death Punisher. Death Punisher leading the charge, which is a little interesting because that's Brightwing. Not quite close. Does Stitches have... Stitches does have Gorge back up. Alright, and there we go. Nice double. I gotta say, Horvath just got very, very tired of what was going on. This time there is a lot of damage coming onto Icex, but they actually managed to get the Hanzo. We're gonna flip to this time. Oh, right, nowhere. Now, if they do get all 3 of these altars, and they might, because keep in mind there are. Ooh, they're actually setting up a second win condition with the sappers going through bottom lane. Because, yeah, like, this 15 damage, they've only got 12 core health on the side of Cool Cats and Kittens.
Take the altars and put an end to the...
Nice tongue out. There goes a kill into Hogger. I think they've got this. There's 2 of them. 8, 10 damage coming through. They've got 3 damage sitting right here waiting to go in. And then there's a, like, no one is near Skycake. Skycake does not get to finish channeling. That is, with the end of game number 3, a 3-0 victory for CM After Dark. Samad. So, looking at things at the end of game number 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at these amazing stats. We do go ahead and have coming out in terms of damage. 48,000 from Li Ming. Skycake does lead the way in damage. 43,000 from Pushover and 34,000 from Greybane. Much, much, much more even stats than what we've seen before. Do go ahead and have 50,000 coming out of Brightwing and 36,000 coming out of Libidium. In terms of that ever important healing. Some shielding coming out of Probius as well. And we do go ahead and get the slightly more soak from a Hogger than from Dahaka.